The changes you've been waiting for are not a coincidence. They are an answer. Stay until the end because what you are about to understand will immediately transform your reality. This message has the power to renew your hope and give you the clarity you were lacking. It's no coincidence that you're here. There's something vital you need to hear right now. Sometimes we walk with a weariness that sleep can't ease. It's a weight on our soul, a feeling that no matter how hard we try, there's always an invisible barrier holding us back. If you felt this way, I want to tell you that today that burden begins to fade, not through your own strength, but through a higher power that has decided enough is enough. There's a spiritual inheritance that belongs to you and has been locked away, but heaven is moving the pieces to open that door wide. We're not talking about luck, but about a provision flowing from above that no difficult circumstance can stop. We've often been led to believe that to receive peace or well-being, we must be perfect. We become filled with guilt for what we didn't do or for the times we failed. But the truth is much simpler and more comforting. Divine goodness isn't a reward for good behavior. It's an expression of pure love. It doesn't depend on your merits, but on the very nature of your Creator. Throughout your life, you may have felt like the same problems keep repeating themselves. Perhaps you saw your parents struggle with the same worries, or noticed that relationships in your family always end in distance or pain. These patterns are not your destiny. Today, that cycle of hardship that seemed like an inevitable inheritance is being broken. Those invisible chains that kept you in scarcity, in constant fear of tomorrow, or in a feeling of not being enough, are being undone right now. It's not just about easing the burden, but about eliminating it completely so you can walk freely. The abundance that heaven has prepared for you has nothing to do with the economy of this world or the decisions of others. It comes from a source that never runs dry. If you'd ever felt blocked, ignored, or that the fruits of your labor were slipping through your fingers due to unexpected expenses, understand that it wasn't bad luck. There was a resistance that today loses its power over you. Your physical well-being is also a priority in this restoration plan. Every cell in your body is designed to be in harmony. If you have been carrying a heavy burden or constant pain, today a life force is being activated within you that defies any logical explanation. What was out of place is being corrected. Even in your home, where words sometimes became walls, there's a new opportunity. The distances between parents, children, or partners are being shortened by an understanding that didn't exist before. The loneliness you felt, even when surrounded by others, will be replaced by a real and sincere connection. Do you want to confirm this change in your life? Write in the comments, "I receive my spiritual freedom." What you are about to hear is not a simple reflection. It is the key to closing cycles that have exhausted you for too long. Your overall well-being begins with a decision that we will make together in this video. Pay close attention, because the peace you have sought for your family is closer than you imagine. Don't let distractions rob you of this guidance today. Sometimes chaos at home becomes so common that we end up accepting it as normal. But I want to tell you that this constant tension, these awkward silences, and these arguments over trivial matters are not part of the original design for your life. There is a force of peace sweeping the negativity from your home, restoring respect and harmony where there was once only conflict. I know you're worried about the direction your loved ones have taken. Perhaps you feel your children have drifted away emotionally or have gone down paths that keep you up at night. Don't lose hope. There's an invisible work happening in their hearts. Situations are gently guiding them back to their roots and the values you taught them. Your prayers for them haven't fallen on deaf ears. They've been heard and are being processed to bring answers that will fill you with gratitude. Regarding your relationship, I see that distance that sometimes feels like an abyss, even when you share the same roof. I know that resentment from thoughtless words has built walls. But today, a deeper commitment is being activated. A love that isn't based solely on fleeting emotions, but on the decision to rebuild on solid ground. The coldness is melting away to make way for an authentic connection, where the desire to serve and honor one another is reborn from the soul. Your home is being consecrated as a place of refuge. Every negative influence that entered through discouragement or neglect is losing its right to remain. Imagine your home as protected territory, where mental clarity and deep rest are once again possible. Have you felt like your dreams died? Perhaps you stopped asking for certain things because the wait was too long and the pain of disappointment too strong. But today you are given permission to dream again. These aren't empty illusions, but visions of a future where you have physical well-being, clarity in your plans, and a united family. It's time to dust off those longings and let them breathe again. Soon you will look back and understand that even in the silence, the best opportunities were being prepared for you. Your gratitude will not be feigned. It will spring from seeing how doors that were once closed open with astonishing ease. Even in your physical well-being, you'll see changes that defy all logic. Your energy levels and mental clarity are being renewed. Those who have seen you tired will be amazed to see your vitality restored. This isn't just a temporary improvement. It's a deep-rooted restoration that encompasses your emotions and your spirit. Your projects and your livelihood are also being viewed in a new light. The ceilings that limited your growth are being lifted. New ideas will come to you, allowing you to generate well-being in ways you hadn't considered. Unexpected expenses that drained your energy will stop, and you will learn to manage what you receive with renewed wisdom, breaking free from old habits of scarcity you learned in the past. If you believe in the restoration of your family and your well-being, write in the comments, "I accept my new inheritance of peace." Subscribe to continue receiving these daily reflections. Share this message with someone who needs hope today, and like it if you feel this message resonates with you. And for those who wish to voluntarily support our mission to continue creating this content, the Super Thanks option is available below the video. Thank you for your generosity and for being part of this journey. What was once an insurmountable obstacle today becomes a path to your peace of mind. Keep your attention here, because the clarity you will receive in the next few minutes will clear up the doubts that have kept you awake at night. You are one step away from understanding how to reorganize your well-being and how to regain the confidence you thought you had lost. Don't give up, because the peace you seek for your mind and your home is being laid out in this message. Often, the weight of unfinished business feels like a shadow that haunts us. That sense of obligation, of always being on the edge, creates a burden of shame and anxiety that prevents you from enjoying what you have today. But I want you to know that the control those situations held over you is coming to an end. Paths are opening up for you to reclaim your freedom in ways you never imagined. It's not just about human effort. There's an intervention that makes your resources go further, brings unexpected solutions, and breaks the cycle of living paycheck to paycheck for good. You'll start to see your finances balance and how, finally, you can create that safety net that will give you peace of mind. This change isn't just for your comfort, but to activate your capacity to help others. The desire to be generous has always been within you, but limitations have held you back. Now, with this new order in your projects, you can lend a hand to those in need without fear of running out. The joy of sharing will be one of the greatest rewards of this new chapter. In your home, the unity that is forming goes beyond appearances. The roots of division are being healed. Those things that were kept hidden for fear of rejection are coming to light to be transformed by understanding and genuine forgiveness. You are learning, together with your loved ones, to communicate from the heart without hurting, building a love that is patient and doesn't keep score of past mistakes. This unconditional love is what transforms a house into a true sanctuary. You will see your loved ones flourish. Those who felt lost or surrounded by unhealthy influences will find a new purpose. Divine encounters will lead them away from danger and toward their true potential. You will realize that your constant reflections and good wishes have been the driving force behind this quiet yet powerful change. Furthermore, you have unwavering protection. There is an invisible guard surrounding you, keeping accidents and situations that could have harmed you away. Even in moments when you were close to difficulty without realizing it, you were guided to safety. The plans that sought to halt your progress will not succeed. Every obstacle they try to place in your path will become a testament to your resilience. Even from those who didn't act honestly toward you, you will receive the justice you deserve. Hidden agendas will come to light, but you will have the peace you need to forgive and let go, not because what they did was right, but because your future is too bright to burden with bitterness. You are free from the influence of those who tried to sabotage you. This well-being isn't just material. It's an abundance of genuine joy. Soon you'll laugh again from the depths of your being, with a lightness you haven't felt in years. You'll wake up refreshed and rest without the pressure of the mental chatter that usually exhausts you. That peace beyond all understanding is silencing the chaos of your thoughts right now. What used to cause you uncontrolled worry will now be the stage where you will demonstrate your greatest strength. Don't ignore what you're feeling right now, because it's a sign that your mindset is changing forever. Stay with me, because we're going to delve into how your work and your project will take a turn that no one around you can explain. You are about to witness how the effort that seemed invisible transforms into a result that everyone will respect. There's a peace that doesn't depend on everything being in order around you. It is a tranquility that stops anxiety before it spirals out of control. This well-being transcends logic. It allows you to rest mentally, not just physically, even when the outlook seems uncertain. You will soon notice that in situations where you would have previously lost your composure, you now maintain a serenity that will surprise those around you. It is not something you create. It is a protection for your mind that comes from above. I know you worked incredibly hard, and sometimes it seems like the rewards aren't coming. I've seen your hours of dedication, your sacrifices, and that constant pursuit of excellence that few notice. I want to tell you that the recognition you've been denied is on its way. That opportunity that seemed out of reach is drawing near. You're entering a harvest season where every seed of effort you planted, even those you thought were lost, will produce a result that surpasses your wildest dreams. You will receive game-changing ideas for your projects or career. These won't be mere ordinary thoughts, but absolute clarity that will arrive in moments of calm or even in the middle of the night. These strategic solutions will allow you to stand out and solve problems that others haven't been able to decipher. When you put these concepts into practice, the results will confirm that they didn't come from your natural intellect, but from a higher guidance. Furthermore, key connections are being orchestrated along your path. You will meet the right people at the right time. These won't be chance encounters, but rather necessary meetings with people who have the influence or knowledge you need to move forward. They will see potential in you that others have overlooked and will be moved to support you. The favor you're about to experience is undeniable. It's when doors that should legally be closed open, or when you're selected for a project, even though others seem more qualified. It's preferential treatment you didn't ask for, but it's rightfully yours. Your energy, which felt drained by the emotional exhaustion of dealing with endless problems, is being restored. You'll have the stamina to keep going when others give up, and that strength won't come from your vacation, but from a profound inner renewal. The value that was taken from you by past criticism or failures is being rebuilt. You will no longer walk around apologizing for existing, nor will you shrink to make others feel comfortable. You will regain the confidence to use your voice, share your ideas, and occupy the space that is rightfully yours. You will stop hiding your talents for fear of others' envy and begin to pursue your goals with your head held high. The way you walk and present yourself to the world is about to change because your security will no longer depend on external opinions. Don't miss what's next, because we're going to identify those connections that are holding you back and how to make room for the ones that will propel you to success. Stay with me until the end, because clarity about your life's purpose is closer than you think. You're one step closer to understanding why certain delays in your life were actually necessary preparation for something great to come. There's a magnetic pull on someone who finally understands who they are. When you stop asking permission to take your place in the world, people start responding to you differently. The confidence you're regaining isn't arrogance. It's the peace of mind that comes from knowing your worth isn't in question. As part of this wellness journey, you'll notice that some relationships in your life will begin to transform or, in some cases, disappear. I've seen how certain people have been draining your energy, only reaching out when they need something or competing with you instead of celebrating your achievements. Those connections that don't respect your boundaries or that pull you away from your peace are not part of the plan for your future. Don't be alarmed if some longtime friends suddenly drift away. Sometimes, fate allows certain bonds to break to protect you from influences that no longer align with the person you're becoming. In that empty space, authentic people will arrive, those who see you without masks, who listen without judgment, and who encourage you to grow. The loneliness you felt, even when surrounded by people, is coming to an end, giving way to a real and profound connection. It's time to let go of the shame you feel for past mistakes. That guilt is like a chain that keeps you locked in a prison of self-criticism. But I want you to know that your shortcomings don't define your future. When you look in the mirror, stop seeing what you did wrong and start seeing potential for what you'll do right from now on. The forgiveness you receive is complete. Don't keep punishing yourself for things that are in the past. Your worth is immeasurable, and nothing that has happened can change that truth. If you've been feeling confused about what to do with your life, that fog is about to lift. Purpose doesn't always reveal itself as a complete map, but rather as a light illuminating your next step. Stop waiting for a 10-year plan and start walking with the clarity you have today. What's amazing is that your purpose is often connected to your most difficult experiences. Those battles you won, those painful moments you overcame, are now your platform to help others going through the same thing. Your story will become a message of hope for others. Any delay you've experienced hasn't been a denial, but rather preparation. While you waited, invisible pieces were moving in your favor. The change you've been seeking will arrive suddenly. One day you'll wake up and see doors open that were sealed yesterday. You'll understand that the waiting period was necessary so that when the new arrives, you'll be ready to handle it wisely. If you're ready to let go of relationships that are holding you back and embrace your purpose, write in the comments, "I make room for the new and the good." What heaven promised for your life still stands, and today you will see how what seemed dead regains strength. Don't retire now, because we are entering the stage where your perseverance becomes a legacy for those you love most. Stay until the end, because you're going to discover that the attacks you faced only confirm the great value of what you carry inside. You are about to understand that your name will be honored and that the justice you have longed for is a reality today. Sometimes, as the years go by, we begin to doubt the promises that once filled us with hope. Those dreams that seemed impossible and that you chose to bury are about to resurface with renewed strength. I want you to know that the passage of time has not erased what is destined for you. The delays you experienced were not a punishment, but the necessary preparation so that you could receive the blessing that is coming your way. Nothing that was said to you has been lost. It was simply waiting for the perfect moment to be revealed. The most beautiful thing about this change is that it doesn't end with you. What you are achieving today, the battles you are winning, and the peace you are building will become the foundation upon which your children and your children's children will walk. You are breaking cycles of hardship that have plagued your family for decades. Thanks to your faith and your current efforts, they will not have to struggle with the same obstacles you faced. Your well-being is, in fact, the spiritual and emotional legacy you are securing for them. If you felt the path has been especially difficult lately, it's because your life has become a positive influence that challenges negativity. Your story of overcoming adversity will inspire others to believe they, too, can succeed. The tools and resources coming your way aren't just for your enjoyment, but to advance noble causes and help transform your environment. Therefore, any opposition you feel is about to stop. There's a higher power intervening to protect you and make those who criticize you see the truth. Your reputation will be restored. If there were misunderstandings, lies, or unfair judgments about your motives or your heart, clarity will come to light. Those who try to tarnish your name will realize they were wrong. You don't need to fight for your honor. Your integrity will speak for itself, and I will ensure the truth is undeniable. Furthermore, a process of total restoration begins. You will not only be given something new, but you will also regain the sense of joy, vitality, and peace that you felt had been taken from you. You will be more than compensated for every moment of sadness or loss. Where there was ash, there will be beauty. Where there was silence, there will be a new song of triumph. Within you, talents you've kept hidden or didn't even know you possessed are being activated. That creativity, that leadership, and that ability to heal and comfort others are awakening. You'll be surprised to find yourself doing things that once frightened you, operating with a confidence that doesn't come from books, but from a deep connection to your purpose. The fear of failure is losing its hold on you. You'll understand that failing an attempt isn't the end, but a lesson that brings you closer to true success. You're stepping out of your comfort zone to discover that you have wings to fly much higher than you ever imagined. If you believe your story will inspire others and help your family live in well-being, write in the comments, "My legacy is one of peace and blessing." What you once saw as an insurmountable wall, today becomes a door that will lead you to your greatest conquest. Don't look away, because we are revealing how the obstacles that held you back for years are being dismantled this very moment. Stay with me until the end, because you will understand that the vision you have for your life is just the beginning of something much bigger. You're just a step away from seeing how the support surrounding you is positioning you in places you once considered unattainable. We often get used to thinking within the limits of what seems realistic. We convince ourselves that we can only go as far as our eyes can see or our hands can reach. But I want to tell you that this narrow way of thinking is about to shatter. The barriers that once blocked your path are falling, not by a stroke of luck, but because a higher will, one that knows no impossibilities, is forging ahead. Those who try to block your path are being removed, and the systems that worked against you are crumbling so that you can move forward. The vision you've been given for your future is far broader than you've dared to imagine. If you were once content with the basics, you'll now understand that you're designed to make an impact on levels you never dreamed possible. This will require you to trust your intuition and inner guidance like never before, but the results will be so evident that everyone will know there was a special intervention on your behalf. This growth isn't meant to feed your ego, but rather to ensure your voice is heard where it truly matters. You're being given access to strategic spaces and influential people. Your words will begin to carry different weight. You'll be heard by those who make important decisions, and you'll bring clarity to environments that have been dominated by confusion. Your life isn't just a cycle of work and rest. Every action you take, every word of encouragement you offer, has an enduring significance that creates ripples of well-being in others. That extraordinary favor we've discussed will grant you preferential treatment in places where you'd normally be ignored. You'll see how your paperwork is expedited, how you receive proposals before you even ask for them, and how problems that usually take months to resolve are solved for you in days. It's no coincidence. It's the mark of someone who walks under special protection. Even the battles you've been fighting alone, battles that have left you exhausted, are about to be won. You've tried to solve everything with your own strategies and physical effort, but some situations require intervention beyond human capabilities. Today, that burden is lifted. Forces are moving in your favor to overcome obstacles that seemed insurmountable. You'll be amazed to see how, in a moment, what took you years to attempt is accomplished. The doubt that made you question whether you were being heard, or if this well-being was truly meant for you, is being silenced. You will receive such specific signs that there will be no room for uncertainty. You are developing a patience that is not passivity, but rather the strength to know how to wait for the right moment. This waiting has prepared you to wisely manage what is now coming your way. The new relationships that come your way will be of a higher caliber. They won't be superficial friendships, but rather committed people who will support you through tough times and celebrate your achievements without envy. These connections are designed to help you fulfill your purpose. Furthermore, you will regain the courage to set healthy boundaries. You will no longer accept less than you deserve or say yes out of fear of conflict. You will learn that protecting your peace and your time is the most essential act of self-love for your new life. What you once felt as a burden imposed by others today transforms into necessary courage to protect your own peace. Don't get distracted now, because we're tearing down the comparison trap that has robbed you of joy for so long. Stay with me until the end, because you will discover that the rest your soul longs for is not a distant dream, but a reality that begins today. You're one step away from seeing the miracle you'd stop believing and begin to undeniably manifest. Learning to say no is one of the most powerful tools for your well-being. Sometimes, setting boundaries can make those who are used to having unlimited access to your time and energy uncomfortable. But I want you to understand something. Their anger is not your responsibility. Your task now is to wisely manage the peace that has been returned to you. By distancing yourself from relationships that only drain you, you're making space for connections that truly nourish your life. It's time to dismantle the comparison trap. You've spent too much time observing others' achievements and feeling like your path has been left behind. But comparison is a joy thief that distorts your reality. You're not in competition with anyone. Your journey is unique, with your own pace and talents. Stop measuring your worth by other standards and start celebrating the authentic person you're becoming. I also release you today from the burden of regret, that habit of replaying what you should have done, or the opportunities you think you missed only poisons your future. Every decision, even those that seem like mistakes, has brought you to this moment of maturity. The past doesn't define what's to come. Your ability to look ahead with hope does. If you harbor anger from past injustices, don't suppress it any longer. Hidden resentment only harms you. I invite you to process this emotion in a healthy way. Don't be afraid of your honesty. Channel that feeling into a constructive passion that seeks justice and integrity in your environment. By releasing this bitterness, you open yourself to the deep rest your soul needs. This relief won't come solely from sleeping more, but from trusting that you don't have to solve everything alone. You are human. You have limitations. And accepting this is a first step to regaining your vitality. Your inner dialogue and moments of reflection are taking on new meaning. You'll no longer feel like you're talking into the void. You'll begin to notice clear answers in your daily life, a precise direction that will fill your soul with confidence. This newfound authority will allow you to face challenges with a firmness you didn't have before. By declaring well-being over your life, you'll see how situations align with this new mindset. The beliefs that you're not enough or that you're too broken to thrive are being demolished. Those were lies you accepted, but the truth is, you are valuable simply because you exist. You don't have affection or success through exhausting efforts. You are already worthy of receiving good things. Even that miracle you stopped believing in because the wait was too long is about to happen. Even though you may have given up, the preparation process never stopped. What you thought was impossible is about to become a reality, and the door you thought was closed forever will swing wide open. You'll realize that nothing was forgotten, and that every piece of the puzzle is finally falling into place. What once seemed like a definitive loss today reveals itself as the necessary space for your true provision to arrive. Don't retire now, because we're discovering how financial and emotional relief manifests in ways that defy all logic. Stay with me until the end, because you'll understand that the freedom you receive today is the answer to the prayers you thought were forgotten. You're on the verge of realizing that the doors that slammed in your face were simply protecting you from paths that weren't meant for you. The lack you've experienced has led you to believe you're only entitled to the bare minimum to survive. But I want to tell you that this period of scarcity is ending. Resources that were meant for you, held back by invisible obstacles, are being released. Financial well-being will begin to flow to you from sources you expected and others that were completely unexpected. It's not just about covering your bills, but about having enough to live comfortably, be generous with your loved ones, and watch your debts lose their power to keep you up at night. You'll see your needs met even before you mention them, confirming that there is a guiding light that provides with wisdom. Your life's purpose is much clearer than you think. If you've been searching for something complicated or dramatic, remember that often the calling is simple: to love those around you, to perform your work with excellence, and to be faithful in the small details. You don't need to have the entire plan worked out for the next few years. You just need to take the next step with obedience. By ceasing to overcomplicate things, you'll notice that the direction you were seeking was always right in front of you. Your life will become a living testament to transformation, and those who doubt today will see in you tomorrow proof that well-being is possible for everyone. I know you fought silent battles in your mind. I've seen the heaviness that sometimes clouds your day and the anxiety that tries to steal your peace. Today, that darkness dissipates with clarity that floods your thoughts. You are not alone in this struggle, nor have you reached a point of no return. A self-control and a peace that defy any natural explanation are awakening within you. Although the relief may not be instantaneous, the strength to overcome each day is present right now, reminding you that your mental stability is a priority. If you have carried the pain of profound loss, know that you are being supported in your grief. It's not about forgetting, but about learning to carry the memory with a peace that no longer destroys you. Little by little, joy will return to your face, and you will discover that you can honor what you love without sadness paralyzing your present. Even the doors that were violently slammed shut in your past now make sense. Those missed opportunities and unfulfilled positions were protective measures to keep you from straying from your true purpose. Now, the right doors are opening, those that lead to fulfillment and genuine success. These new paths will remain open, and as you walk them, you'll finally understand why the old ones had to close. The misunderstandings that damage your relationships are about to be cleared up. Spaces are being created for honest conversations where pride is set aside and the truth comes to light. Connections you thought were lost will be restored on a more solid foundation, having been tested and strengthened. Furthermore, You will see your children and loved ones find their own paths. The seeds of values you planted in them are about to bear fruit, and you will be amazed to see them embrace their identities with confidence and purpose. If you believe the right doors are opening for you today, write in the comments, "I receive my provision and my peace today." What you once felt as an insurmountable weakness is now revealed as the space where your greatest strength is being perfected. Don't stop now, because we are breaking cycles of health and well-being that have affected your family for generations. Stay with me until the end, because you're going to discover that the idea you have in mind is not a coincidence, but the beginning of your financial freedom. You're one step away from understanding that forgiveness isn't a gift for the person who hurt you, but the key that unlocks the door to your own future. Forgiving doesn't mean forgetting what hurt, nor does it imply blindly trusting the person who betrayed your peace. Forgiveness is, in reality, an act of personal freedom. It's deciding that the debt others owe you no longer has the power to embitter your present. By releasing that burden, you allow justice to take its natural course while you regain your energy. Understanding that people who hurt others often act from their own pain doesn't justify their actions, but gives you the compassion needed to free yourself from that negative connection. In terms of your projects, doors that have remained closed are about to open with undeniable force. Income opportunities and contracts that previously seemed beyond your reach are now presenting themselves. You are being positioned to connect with people who manage significant resources, not to accumulate wealth, but to become a driving force for well-being in your community and to finance your most cherished dreams. You will receive ideas that will multiply your livelihood, teaching you to manage with a wisdom that generates lasting abundance. If you felt exhausted by the challenges of leading your family, today you'll receive renewed clarity. You'll have the intuition to know how to communicate with each member of your household, understanding their insecurities and strengthening their abilities. You'll know when to be firm and when to let go, protecting your own energy from being depleted. This family well-being is the foundation of everything else. Even the health patterns that have plagued your ancestors are reaching their limit with you. Those cycles of illness that seemed inevitable in your lineage are now halted. You are making choices and adopting a mindset that ensures future generations can live in well-being. You are the one stepping in to say enough and secure a healthy future for those who come after you. That exhaustion you felt, which even hours of sleep wouldn't relieve, is being replaced by a vitality that springs from within. It's a resilience that will allow you to keep going even when circumstances are demanding. You'll look back and realize that your resilience was what sustained you through the toughest times, and that this strength was always there, waiting to be activated. Furthermore, the relationships that are about to enter your life are purposeful connections. Some people will accompany you only for a season to teach you something valuable, while others will become lifelong allies. You will recognize these divine connections because you will feel an immediate affinity and genuine support. At the same time, the fear of others' opinions is fading away. You will no longer shrink yourself to make others feel comfortable. Your authenticity will attract the right people, those who celebrate your successes rather than envy them. Your personal history, even with its difficult moments, is being healed from the root. Trauma will no longer define who you are. Now, your resilience defines you. What was taken from you, your security, your confidence, or your peace, is being returned to you in abundance. You will begin to notice a heightened sensitivity to understanding situations and people before they speak, a tool that will protect you from costly mistakes. You are not alone on this path. The walls you built to protect yourself will crumble before the right people, allowing you to live in a community that values and respects you just as you are. If you're ready to break free from the cycles of the past and embrace your newfound vitality, write in the comments, "Today I break the chains and receive my well-being." What was once a battlefield in your home, today becomes a sanctuary of peace and reconciliation. Don't stand aside at this crucial moment, because we are revealing how financial freedom and physical health will be documented with evidence that no one can refute. Stay with me until the end, because you're going to discover that the calling you felt for years is about to be born with unstoppable force. You are on the verge of seeing the children you thought were lost return home, transformed by an experience that will change the destiny of your lineage. Your relationship is not only being repaired, it is undergoing a profound upgrade toward a design of unity unlike anything you have ever experienced. That connection that felt routine or distant will give way to an emotional intimacy, where you both pursue the same purpose. You will laugh again, dream, and find unified answers to your deepest longings. Your marriage will become a testament of hope for other couples currently weathering storms, demonstrating that redemption is possible even in what seemed broken. In your finances, the progress will be so significant that it will require a new wisdom to manage. This isn't just about a little more comfort, but about resources that will change the trajectory of your life and the lives of others. Money acts as an amplifier. If you're generous, it will allow you to impact more lives. These resources are entrusted to you because you have demonstrated integrity, and now you will be taught to invest in that which has eternal value, protecting you from the pitfalls of selfish accumulation. You will see your debts inexplicably diminish. Favorable negotiations, debt forgiveness, and unexpected influxes of money will free you from financial bondage much sooner than you anticipated. That project or ministry you've been nurturing in your heart for years will finally see the light. You felt a burden for a specific problem or a group of people, and that is your calling. Don't wait until you feel completely ready, because the training comes along the way. Even if it starts small, in your living room or with just one person, don't underestimate those beginnings. The influence of your work will grow until it liberates many who are currently held captive in darkness. Regarding your health, what's coming is so real it will be documented. Medical results will show dramatic improvements that specialists won't be able to explain with science alone. You'll have the evidence to testify that the well-being you're experiencing today is a tangible miracle. At the same time, doors to leadership will open for you, where your voice will carry weight and authority. This won't be through manipulation, but through a natural advancement based on your unwavering loyalty. There is a territory before you that already belongs to you. Stop looking at the obstacles and the giants that seem to block you. It is time to act with faith and take possession of the opportunities that are meant for you. Perfect conditions don't exist. The time is now. Even within your family, you will see the return of those who strayed. Those who were in rebellion will remember your teachings and find their way back to peace and truth. Family reconciliation will be your new banner. And although the process will be profound and require humility, you will be the bridge that heals the fractures of generations. Your creative gifts, those you neglected amidst the hustle and bustle of life, are awakening. Painting, writing, or singing will no longer be mere hobbies. They will become your way of worshiping and connecting with others. Furthermore, you will assume the role of mentor to new generations, sharing wisdom they desperately need. Your prayer life will cease to be a chore and will become your greatest source of strategy and comfort, transforming your home into a sacred sanctuary where everyone who enters will feel an inexplicable peace. Finally, you will receive the courage to set boundaries with family members who drain your energy. You will understand that protecting your well-being is not a lack of love, but rather the necessary step to manage the blessing that now floods your life. If you believe your home will become a haven of peace and your finances a blessing to many, write in the comments, "My home is a land of miracles and provision." The waiting period has ended, and today the commitment to your new destiny of fulfillment is sealed. Don't close this page without first understanding that every word of well-being you have read today is the foundation of your new reality. Stay until the very last second, because the final message contains a key to making this blessing permanent in your life and in the lives of your loved ones. You are one step away from seeing how the glory of this new beginning completely erases the traces of your past. Today we reach the point where the past ceases to be a burden and becomes wisdom. Understanding that you can love certain people from a distance is an act of maturity and self-protection. Honoring your family does not mean allowing their toxicity to hold you back. You've been given the grace to navigate these dynamics with peace, healing even the wounds of your childhood that conditioned your adult decisions. That inner child who sought protection finally finds comfort and security in your present, allowing you to be the free adult you were always meant to be. It's never too late to start over. Your age, past mistakes, or perceived wasted time are no limitation for a higher will that thrives on new beginnings. If you have a dream, a new career, or a skill to learn, the time is now. Your business will experience rapid growth as your reputation begins to precede you in places you've never even been. This divine favor will open doors you didn't have to knock on, solidifying financial stability that allows you to think in terms of legacy, not just survival. One-sided relationships where you gave everything and received nothing are coming to an end or transforming into reciprocal and vibrant connections. The bombardment of despairing thoughts is ceasing. Your mind is being renewed with clarity and a peace that chaos cannot touch. If you felt the call to write, to teach, or to create, do so with the assurance that your words will impact lives you will never know personally. You are being prepared to manage abundance not only for your own benefit, but also to be a catalyst for change in your community. Your pain becomes your purpose today. Every disappointment was training for the task ahead, restoring others who are going through what you have already overcome. This blessing is all-encompassing, powerful, and undeniable. It affects your finances, your health, and your time. You will see how your gifts are recognized in your current job or how better opportunities open up with astonishing ease. Friendships that faded with time will return with maturity that will make the reconnection all the sweeter. A spiritual discernment is awakening within you, allowing you to understand situations and people on a profound level, giving you the tools to pray and act with precision. The distance you felt from your purpose is broken today, giving way to a real and transformative intimacy with your inner guidance. Your home is consecrated as a haven of peace where every visitor will find immediate relief. You are breaking the pattern of living day to day to establish a cycle of abundance and values that your grandchildren will inherit. This blessing is not temporary relief. It is a fundamental shift in the trajectory of your family lineage. You are the turning point where everything changed. Receive this message with gratitude. Walk with your head held high, and share this hope with those who are still struggling. Don't give up, don't lose faith, because what is about to manifest in your life will leave you speechless. Well-being is yours. Claim it today. And if you wish to voluntarily support our mission to continue creating this content, the Super Thanks option is available below the video. Thank you for your generosity and for being part of this journey. If you accept that today begins the best stage of your life and that your legacy will be one of abundance, write in the comments, Amen. I receive my full blessing today.